Hi guys, welcome back. We got the cryptocurrency market right now and you're looking at the Ethereum versus the Bitcoin. Now I think specifically right now it's a very important timing to watch closely this particular inter-exchange pair. And the reason is because the market is coming to the end of its downside correction phase, right? There was a bearish market all across the past 7 months, and I'm pretty convinced that we're starting to bottom out. There may be, just the last kind of downside thrust that will probably manifest in the next couple of days, a few days, maybe a week or two. But I'm pretty sure we should beginning bottoming out and basically beginning a new bullish run. Now, this is quite important because the main question that we should ask ourselves is which particular leading coin we want to focus on with our holdings, right? Whether it's going to be the Bitcoin or the Ethereum, right? The top two. And I would suggest, mostly because of what we're looking at right now, the very specific technical picture of the Ethereum versus the Bitcoin, I'm going to convince you here, I'm going to try to convince you here, that the Bitcoin is probably going to outperform the Ethereum for the foreseen future. All right. Now here are the reasons. We're looking at the daily chart, and it's quite obvious that we had here a nice trading range that held up pretty well up until a few days ago. Right. I'm talking about the bottom level, which is 0.0719. Right. Very clear. Now price was it had a beautiful touchdown here on the bottom, just to show you how much respect it gave that level to begin with and how much valid that setup was. So it had a really nice touchdown, failing to break below that 0.0719, continuing to play out in this trading range, but eventually breaking that level with that close right below that 0.0719. Take a look at the close here. Let's take a look at the actual number. So the close was 0.0707, right? So that was pretty decisive, but this was only a daily chart. You might you might argue, and I would say you're probably right. So let's go ahead and take a look how that weekly chart was looking like with regard to that same key level. So you can see here a very decisive weekly close. But let's go one time scale even higher than that to the highest one, right? The monthly. And I will show you that basically even the monthly closed below that level. So that's pretty, that's as strong indication as you can possibly get, right? So I'm going back again to the daily chart. This is where I'm going to try to build up my conclusion. So I think that price was overcoming that bottom level, basically breaking out of that setup, starting to base itself below that bottom key level. But then, of course, we can definitely notice price going back again and trying to retest that level from below, right? A second challenge from below, making sure that it's a solid resistance right now. And you can see the close of yesterday. Take a look at the close, 0.0719. Yet again, right on that spot, and I don't think it was able to break through. I think it completely got blocked by that level, right? That's going to be a resistance. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a stiff resistance. So price may actually, right now, begin to move downwards again. Just resume, the original downside move that began a few weeks ago here. And the potential is quite interesting because the next major C matrix level coming from the monthly perspective is actually right here at 0.054. All right, so in terms of potential, it looks like the Bitcoin is going to outperform the Ethereum for the foreseen future. We will definitely be here to reanalyze the situation over and over again until we think something is changing. Right now, looks like the Bitcoin is going to take charge. So we'll see. Should be interesting. That's about that for this one. I wish you so good luck. See you in the next video.